What is going on, everybody? Diet Boot here. Today I'm going to be talking about EA Sports UFC 5, speculation on the release date, release times, things that I'm hoping they implement in the game, things I'm hoping they don't put in the game from UFC 4 and previous titles. So drop a like, subscribe down there. Here we go. So let's jump right into this, man. I've been playing EA Sports UFC 4 since August 14th, 2020. Honestly, about a week before that, because it came out with like a beta demo version of it on Xbox. And I got it a week before it actually released. So I've been playing this thing for about 3 years now. And I love the game. I really do. I just wish another title would release. I'm kind of over some of the animations in this one. Some of the things that happens in a lot of the fights that you end up playing. In my opinion, the grappling in this game is just real repetitive. There's not much variety on the ground, so especially with the striking portion of it. So when you're striking on the ground, you have the option to throw hooks, or you have the options to throw straight when you're postured up. You can also throw hammer fists when you're in full guard, stuff like that. Throw hammer fists from certain positions. You can elbow off your back, throw punches off your back. But besides that, there's not much going on. I do love the up kick animation, but from my knowledge, I've never seen anybody get a knockout with it. It'd be cool if you got some knockouts with them up kicks, because that's pretty realistic. I've seen some nasty up kicks in real life, so it would be nice just for them to add some more variety on the ground, make it a little bit more fluent. I would like to see more animations that blend together with the striking into a takedown, things like that. Make the leg lock animations a little bit more polished. I think some of those are a little bit ugly. And with the striking, I really hope they can keep it kind of the same, honestly, because I do like what UFC 4 has going with their striking. I think you have a lot of freedom with your head movement. Kind of back like if any of you guys played UFC Undisputed 3 on PS3 and Xbox 360, you had a lot of freedom with your head movement. And I really liked that part about UFC 4, because in EA Sports UFC 3, felt like you were kind of stuck in the mud in some points. Like you could definitely use your head movement and stuff like that, but you had to be not blocking or blocking, one of the two, I believe. I forget which one it is, but it was one or the other. In UFC 4, you have the option for both, and it really makes it a lot more loose. You can do a lot more things in the game. I really enjoy that part of it. I also enjoyed what they did in EA Sports UFC 2 with the parry system. If any of you guys remember that, if somebody was being really predictable with their striking, kicks or punches, elbows, you could parry that because you knew they were about to throw that. You parry that, and then you can deliver your counter and do a lot of damage to them. I really enjoyed that part about UFC 2. So maybe in UFC 5 they can bring that back. I don't want it to be as arcadey as they had it in UFC 2, but kind of find a balance with that. That'd be really nice. But really, the striking in UFC 4, I like it. A lot of people say there's some spamming problems with the elbows, the knees. I don't... At first, it definitely bothered me. But 3 years into playing it, like, I can defend somebody if they're spamming elbows, spamming knees, spamming a certain move. I feel like after playing it 3 years, if you let somebody spam you like that, it's on you. But there is some high-level people that you just cannot stop that knee to the elbow, and then they put those two together, and it gets ridiculous. I do hope they can take that out in UFC 5. But I'm really interested to see what the developers can do. I know recently, rumor was that there was like job postings for UFC 5 online and whatnot, so let's see how the game goes, man. I'm expecting it to come out sometime next year, maybe even the year after that. I don't see it dropping for PS4 or Xbox One. I think they're gonna go straight to the new. I think they're gonna go straight to the new systems. I don't think they're gonna drop for these consoles. So probably get a PS5 soon. And I'd like to play ESBC. What's the name of it now? Undisputed. I'd like to play Undisputed once they come out in the consoles too. I don't believe they have yet, but yeah, man, I am excited for UFC 5. I was super excited for UFC 4 when it dropped. From my knowledge, I don't think there was that much time between UFC 3 and UFC 4. I think UFC 3 dropped not too long before that. Let me look it up real quick. Yeah, so there was only a 2 year difference between them because EA Sports UFC 3 dropped on February 2nd, 2018. And UFC 4 was August 14th, 2020. Super interesting how much time they took for this one. Most of the titles have been a 2 year between. EA Sports UFC 2, March 15th, 2016. Uh, the original EA Sports UFC, June 17th, 2014. So, man, that's really, really interesting. Let's hope UFC 5 drops next year. Yeah, but that's my opinion. Actually, let's talk about the clinch real quick. I hope the clinch can also have more variety in UFC 5 as well. In UFC 4, I do enjoy it, but it took me a long time to get the clinch system down. It's also a repetitive system. You don't have much freedom in that clinch. I hope you have more. I hope you have more vulnerability in the clinch, and I hope you can do more transitions in the clinch. Go to more submissions, not just like 2 or 3. A lot more takedowns, a lot more variety of the takedowns. Man, I think they have a lot of potential with UFC 5, and we'll see where they go with it. But yeah, that was my video today. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. I'm always doing UFC 4 content, MMA content, video gaming content in general. So yeah, I appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you in the next one.